In late June, 70 researchers and farmers took part in a WA Livestock Research Council by invitation study tour to the UWA Research Farm in West Pingelly. On site, they were treated to a broad range of presentations that provided an insight into the extent of projects underway and the degree of collaboration between WA's livestock research community. Beth Paganoni from DPIRD and new recruit Kirsty Cunningham are our next presenters, and they'll be talking about sensors for measurement of animal behaviours. So let's hear how far this work has taken them and discuss what's next.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Kirsty, hi. I'm so thrilled to hear you've joined our livestock research team at Cunningham.
Thanks, Beth. It's really exciting being here, actually. I heard that you worked here when you were a graduate.
I did. I cut my teeth at that place. Learned a great deal of my sheep skills there. That was back when Tomo, he was doing his postdoc on the staple strength flock. Bronwyn Clark was a junior geneticist. And even Andrew Ritchie used to do something there then. I don't know what. Lambing rates were like less than 70% in this state. I'm sure you're working on much different stuff now, though, 25 years later.
Well, kind of. It's the same stuff, but with much better tools.
Oh, new tools. Tell me more about what research you've been doing.
Well, actually, just last year, we used proximity sensors to predict lamb birth dates.
Proximity sensors? What's a proximity sensor?
Oh, well, you know, like the little tiny chip, Bluetooth chip that detects the presence of other objects by sending out electromagnetic radiation beams and then measuring the return signals.
Kirsty, I'm still using the phone Johan gave me at Katanning 25 years ago.
Well, that explains why you're so hard to get a hold of. Anyway, we put these Bluetooth sensors on a flock of 317 maiden merino ewes, and we mated them with 9 merino rams for 4 weeks. We actually were able to predict their lambing date within 12 days for 91% of them, and within 6 days for 84%.
So you're telling me, at scanning time, if you put these sensors on my ewes, at scanning time, after I take my dries off, you could tell me which 100 of my maiden ewes will lamb in the first 2 weeks of June, and 91 of them would lamb precisely in that window.
Yeah, I could even tell you which 200 would lamb in the next 2 weeks after them in the last half of June. And then I could identify the small handful of ewes, approximately 17 of them, that would lamb after that.
This sounds like really, really useful information for sheep producers. So my 6 weeks of typical lambing, you could divide into smaller 2-week periods.
Yeah, or if you wanted more precision, I could split them into weekly lambing mobs of 100 ewes or less, with 84% of them lambing in that precise window.
Wow. So I could rotate 3 mobs through my smaller superior lambing paddocks to maximise lamb survival.
Yeah, or you could manage them in lambing age groups.
Ooh. Or I could even identify the tail before it identified itself.
I'm sure there could be other potential applications and benefits as well.
Wow, would you like me to ask some producers, see if they've got some other ideas of how this research might be applied on farm?
That would be amazing. They could help us plan the next sections of our research, or even design some producer demonstration trials.
Well, guess what? There are some producers here with me right now. How about I put my phone on speaker and we ask them?
Oh, great. That sounds fantastic.
Questions?
Yes.
Thanks, girls. It's always fascinating when people do things slightly differently. So,
how transferable to the cattle industry could you do this?
I imagine quite easily. Very transferable.
So you got another honours student lined up for it?
Let's talk.
Exactly.